Hello?
Hi.
Okay.
This is Jasmine I'm speaking with.
I am Jasmine. Jasmine, who are you? Who are you exactly asking for?
I'm asking for Jasmine. My name is Mara. I'm calling from Behavioral Consultants. We spoke earlier today about
Jasmine,
your records.
who? Jasmine, who?
I'm sorry?
No, what are you sorry about?
I just didn't hear what you said.
No, you're asking for Jasmine in particular, and I'm asking you specifically what Jasmine are you asking to speak with, please?
Jasmine Davis?
Are you asking for Jasmine Renee Davis?
Yes.
I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
Okay. So I touched base with our clinical director about this because we don't get these requests very often. And she informed me that we need you to sign a release of information before we can release anything. But once we get your signature, we can send those over to you.
You spoke as if you were very thorough and you knew exactly what. You told me that you were sending it off. Is this your first time doing this?
It is. And I was working off of information that a coworker gave me. So I checked with my clinical director and the information I was given.
Well, you already have plenty of forensics. You have proven that you know my handwriting, my penmanship, and all that different stuff. So what exactly would your release of authorization include?
It's just a signature. It's just a release of information to say that you are authorizing us to release these records.
To who?
It's just red tape that we have to go through.
What is red tape? What language are you speaking of?
What language?
Yes.
I'm not sure I follow your question.
I'm not asking you to follow me. I don't want you to follow me. I'm saying to you, what language are you speaking of? What language are you speaking to me?
I'm speaking English.
Okay, so what does red tape mean?
It means it's just hoops. It's just something we have to do. It's required.
Hoops? So red tape and hoops. That doesn't sound like it's actually healthy for me. And you want me to go through red tapes and hoops, and that's required.
It's just I'm sorry. It's just a figure of speech.
Well, that's really interesting. In fact, behavioral consultants, because you are ones who have specific forensic opinions. They're just opinions, and actually, they don't. You're very judgmental. You claim to be very precise, in which you haven't been, and you say a lot of things where you comment on my behavior and things like that. But then when it comes to you, you're not having to speak in proper terms and identify specific languages in particular. You're not defining yourself. You're not speaking professionally or ethically, but you all claim to be forensics and you claim to be precise. And to have people to believe that you are true. The courts actually trust your word. They trust everything that you basically say to a specific standard and a specific point. However, you're telling me that you're just saying something, but you're telling me to go through red tape and hoops, and it's required. But I believe that it's a little bit more detailed. You want me to sign a release of authorization and you want me to do these different things, and I'm wanting to know what in particular would it be, and also not only that, where would it go? and I want to know the format. I want to know all about it. I'm not just going to agree to something and not know specific about it. And your reply to me was, what are you saying?
So it's a document. It's just a one-page document, and it authorizes. It's got your name on it. It authorizes. It defines that we would be releasing your records to you, and you basically just check what all is okay that to be released, and then you sign at the bottom. It's basically just documentation that this happened, because otherwise, it's just basically something that we can put in your file to show that we released records to you.
And so, what would be the
that we got your okay on it?
What would be the purpose of you keeping any files on me? Why would you have any files on me?
We just keep all of our files. That's just protocol.
And how long do you keep those files?
That I don't know.
Okay, but there's a reason why you keep those files. And where can I find that protocol information, and what laws are there?
I don't know what laws it's pertaining to. But, like I said, we have to verify that you are who you say you are. And I didn't really have a good way of doing that. This is the one way to, if we get your signature, we're able to document that you are allowing us to release records.
Yeah, I am the one that
doesn't allow us. And I can send you the document so you can look at it. But I won't be able to release anything until we get your signature.
Yeah, because you were about to until I told you that you were just randomly giving out my information because you told me and you were sure that you were sending them out. And I told you that your practices were not confidential. That you wouldn't even know.
Not true.
Who are you talking to saying that? What's not true, ma'am?
I did not say that I was sure that I would be able to send them to you.
Ma'am, you did tell me that you were sending them out to me. You did not tell me that you had to check and see. You told me that you were sending my stuff to me today. Yes, you did.
Yes, that's what I thought.
No. I didn't hear. I'm not trying to claim to know your thoughts. Maybe perhaps you have that clearance or that authority. Perhaps, I don't know. But no, you spoke that out in confidence, ma'am. And I verified it with you more than once. And you telling me that now you saying I'm being dishonest.
And I'm telling you now that things changed. Okay, I told you what I thought at the time, but things have changed.
No, what made you tell me that something's not true? So you're telling me, why would you tell me that I'm dishonest, but I'm not? Why would you say that?
I'm not telling you that you're dishonest.
You said that I was not. You said that. What do you mean by fact? Because you said what I said to you was not true. I'm
not going to be yelled at.
You saying I'm yelling at you? You saying I'm yelling at you? You saying I'm yelling at you? Are you saying that I'm yelling at you?
And I will talk to you later. Once we get that signature.
No, you have to send me more than just that. I'm not yelling at you. These fake ass bitches, people going to them to try to get their information. Them hoes hating. They want what I have. That's why they making it hard. That's why they lying their ass off, being dishonest, because they see that I have all kinds of qualities, qualifications, potential, beauty, talent, all that shit. And them bitches want me. Them bitches want everything that I have. Them bitches sit there and ask me all kind of questions about my personal life, how I do all kinds of shit, even about shadows. They want to know how I play. They want to know how I think. Them bitches want to copy me. They got forensic. They prove that they know my signature, my handwriting, all that shit. They bragging that they know how to write like me and all that shit. Them bitches trying to steal what is for me. They literally try to have me medicated out of this bitch by being dishonest. And then she just sit there and was not telling the truth. She said that she was sending me out my stuff by mail and email today. I would get my email today. Not she was going to go check on it. Not that she was going to go see. It's time that I start having my own shit. They don't need degrees for all of the shit that they doing. All they doing is hating. They're not being honest. They're not being fair. They try to over talk and then try to say it's me just because they don't raise their fucking voice. Ain't no telling if they sober or fucking not. Ain't no telling what the fuck they doing. Ain't no telling how many times they had to practice the phone call before they fucking called me. Ain't no telling how many times they had practiced this shit with other people. I don't know. But these people are not honest. They have been dishonest in competency evaluations, constant, all kinds of shit. Try to force me in a program after I told them, and they kept showing up to me constantly. After I told them I did not want to fucking see them, I did not want to meet with them, they kept coming. And not only did they keep coming, they started being on bullshit and making false reports, steady trying to have mental health and medical talk to me at Kenosha County Jail. After I told them to stop, and I told Kenosha County Jail that I no longer, and I'll put it in writing through that kiosk. I want all my shit, all my information, all of my records. I told Kenosha County Jail, stop talking to behavioral consultants about me, because I no longer want to do business with them because they are dishonest. They try to pressure me. And then they didn't want to give me education. They said, "Oh no, we're not gonna teach you the law. We're not gonna talk to you. What you're gonna do, we're just gonna call and talk to the jail about you and come once a month." Bitch didn't even want to come and meet with me, but was making long ass reports and doing all kind of shit about me. People trust them to give them an opinion when they cannot always be at. No. You want to know? You're going to have to ask me. And that's why I record all throughout the day, even if I'm asleep. I record when I urinate, when I have a bowel movement, when I'm eating, when I'm drinking, when I'm handling my business on the phone, whatever I'm doing, when I want to, because I don't have to have somebody with me every moment of my life. But I don't need no fake ass bitch commenting on me and telling me. Then she gonna fucking say that I'm yelling at her. Them hoes did the same thing before with that fake ass competency evaluation with Dr. Speech. He called me. He wouldn't even allow me to unmute my microphone. He would not allow me to show my picture. I had to. He said that he's going to get me in contempt, basically, and he's going to write the judge. I had to pay for a Zoom account that recorded. And the attorneys from the public defender's office, I don't know if he's a real attorney or not, but the public defender's office told me that at the time she was the actual public defender. Then I spoke to Katie York, who I don't know if she's the public defender now or not, but she told me that it is illegal for them to how her person did it and had that competency evaluation, that the attorney was Benjamin Schwartz, was supposed to contact me, and that I did not have to do the competency evaluation because it was through false pretenses and all that. He never contacted me. So I have the recording of the competency evaluation too. It went on and on and on and on and on through so many different channels, through so many different levels. I called them and they continue to be dishonest in the reports, and like today, try to say that I'm abusing them. Bitch, if I'm yelling, I'm yelling. What the fuck difference does that make? You do not know me. You're not going to make me bitch down. You're not going to make me be quiet. You're not going to change me. You are not doing that. She was just about to send any fucking thing to me, not knowing who I am or whatever. And I told her, bitch, you are found out. You are the ones who want to continue to communicate with these judges and all these different attorneys and stuff so that you can have your grand old party while you try to medicate me the fuck out and keep me in jail and hospitals. Them women came up to me asking me about all kinds of stuff. Ask me, do I know where my children are? First of all, I told them my children don't have anything to do. And I said at school. And then she gonna write in her report that I said to her, that she asked me where my children live, and I said they live at school. I said, that bitch is lying. She asked me, do I know where my children are right then and there? I said, they're at school. I said it right away. I have my mind, but I don't have to answer all kind of stupid ass shit. Bitch, you not about to wear me down and think you about to tap out my resources because it's not motherfucking happening. Shit, then I'm asking her, Jasmine, bitch, you called my phone. I'm not in jail.
Good afternoon, behavioral consultant.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Renee Davis. Who are you that I'm speaking with?
My name is Jackie.
Jackie, is there a way that I can speak with Mari?
Sure. Can you hold for just 1 second?
I'm here. 1 second. What? See, it's to say a second. People speak all different kind of languages.
Behavioral consultants, this is Mara.
Mari? What? You said?
This is Mara.
Mara?
Correct.
Okay, see, that's why I said okay, well, my name is Jasmine Davis. You hung up the phone as I was talking to you, and you also accused me of yelling, but I'm going to just say this to you. I am not at any obligation of your control or your power. I am not an inmate, and I'm not your patient. You do not tell me how to speak. You do not know me, and you do not accuse me of yelling or I did not violate any rules or rights. You have an obligation to hear my call, and you have an obligation to send me my records accordingly and answer my questions. If you have a problem with that, I am definitely going to make sure that I take your business to the behavioral consultants to court, and I'm going to report you to every single known place that I can possibly report you to, because you all are steady putting these indictments out on me and steady you have called me dishonest, and that is serious.
Okay, you can go ahead and do that.
You don't give me permission. That's what I'm saying. So this is you. How did you just make up, like, you gonna try to say something about me being who I am in my language, but you are being rude, unethical, disrespectful just because your tone is soft? I don't know if you sober or not, or whoever you are, but that does not mean that you can insult me, that you can put an indictment and you can accuse me.
I'm sorry, but it also doesn't mean that you can, insult me. And
how did I insult you? How did I insult you? How did I insult you or use harsh words toward you?
You are being very aggressive on the phone.
Aggressive how? Aggressive how? Define aggressive. I can be aggressive. I can be hands-on. What?
Because you're not listening to anything I say.
I don't have to listen to you, but I hear what you're saying. But how am I being aggressive towards you? How am I being harsh? How am I insulting you? Tell me that.
I just feel like this is not a very productive conversation.
Why? Because you are not being honest? You are the one not being honest.
I've told you what is required, and I'm just doing my job.
You told me that I was being dishonest.
I'm trying to do my job.
No. Your job is to tell me that I'm being dishonest. You did. So you told me that my statement was not. No. Okay. You know what? You don't have a hold on me. I'm going to call again, and I'm going to handle my business. I'm going to call again, and I'm going to handle my business. These bitches, this is what they do. I don't care who you are. If you cannot handle your life, your business, if you feel like you got to lock me behind bars and all that different stuff because you feel like I'm a threat to the community or whatever, any person that's going to talk to me like that, I'm trying. But these people have put all kinds of shit for people to literally medicate me to the fact where the medication will numb my body. These motherfuckers have put shit out there to jail me and put me in a mental hospital because of the words that they said. I was in jail from October to April because of what they said. So I'm trying and I'm growing. I eat and I'm still not getting enough food, but I was in jail from October to April, malnourished, and I survived and I'm healthy. I still have the proper function of my body inside and out. But I was not getting the proper nutrition. They were playing around with my food, all kinds of stuff, giving me open food, just doing all kinds of stuff. Neglecting my commissary, not giving me all my stuff, giving my stuff to other people. I was going through saying that I didn't get it sometime for a whole week and shit. Multiple times. putting me in a fucking hole, restricting my commissary. This went on for over a total of probably like close to 2 months. Though every week that I ordered commissary, they gave me a problem with it. It was always something with my food. Always something. Dude, those women are lying. She's saying all this shit and they still making fucking notes. She said to me, and I checked her because I don't need a motherfucker to do nothing stupid on my account. Shit. Anybody just call and they supposed to be so goddamn smart though. Yeah, they smart all right. They trying to take over. They want every motherfucking thing for themselves. Said he motherfucking lying. Being dishonest. I gotta call and go through all this shit. Hi, what you say your name is?
Sarah.
Sarah? Okay, so I am asking to speak with Mara.
Mara?
Yes.
Okay, let me put you through.
Aggressive. Yeah, I'm aggressive. Now fucking what? Facebook watchers? They know what they can say to the police if they try to file a report against me. Ready or likely to attack or confront, characterized by resulting from aggression, pursuing one's aim and interest forcefully. I'm demanding. That sound like fighting words to me.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. She's not available. Can I put you through to her voicemail?
Actually, what time is she, can I call? I want to schedule an appointment.
With the doctor?
Is Mara a doctor?
No, she's not.
Okay, so why are you asking me about a doctor and I'm discussing to talk with Mara?
Because Mara generally doesn't have people that come to see her. It's not something that happens.
I didn't say I want to go see her. I did not tell you that I'm coming to see her, ma'am. Oh, no. I did not say that.
Okay, I'm just trying to help you out.
I didn't ask you to help me.
I don't know her. I don't have her schedule. What I can do is put you through to her voicemail.
Sure. What's your name?
Have a good day. My name?
Yes.
Sarah.
Okay, Sarah, I appreciate that much of the information that you said you would transfer to the voicemail and even communicating on this phone call.
All right. You have a good day.
Now tell me what to do. This thing gonna work, and I don't want to have to go through all that shit. Hello, you've reached Mara,
behavioral consultant. I'm not able to answer the phone right now. Please leave a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. This message is to behavioral consultants. I believe that this voicemail is assigned to a Mara. You were dishonest on the phone call. I spoke with you earlier. You did guarantee that you would send me out the email today, and you will also mail out my files today. It's a reason why you all are making it such a challenge to receive my records. But in fact, I am going to get my records. You are not in control of me. You have slandered me. You have accused me of being dishonest. You accused me of being aggressive, and I can talk however I want to talk. You may not be dishonest or slander me. You said that I was being harsh and use a lot of violent words, and you were the one that was actually violating me. You said that I was yelling at you or whatever, but however I talk, I can choose to talk in the way that I talk. But actually, I have been very professional on this line, and you know what? I don't have to be. You do not have the power over me. You do not have control over me. I am not your client. I have told you all that, and you continue to harass me and do things like that as I was in jail and made false reports to me. Now, I told you that you were just going to send me out information and, without even verifying that it's actually me. And I believe that was very polite. Because I know for a fact how I want my business to be, how I want my matters. I know what kind of person I am. And I'm not going to constantly allow you to extract me and my growth and who I am as a person. To save message,
press 0. To repeat recording, press 1. To verify your recording, press 2. To exit, press pound.
This is a problem. Serious problem. What are you saying?
Message saved.
I didn't even press a number or whatever, but whatever. They get the message. I'm not going to call them, harass them every day. They don't have anything else to do but make long ass reports because they want to constantly get money off of me. They want to constantly talk to me. They want to constantly meet up with me, but they are not being honest. When somebody goes to them and say, I'm having a problem with this Jasmine Renee Davis person, I would like you to kind of talk to them and see how their behaviors are so I can get a better understanding. And then they're dishonest, and then they're mistreating, and they're going against so much. It's really not fair. They're trying to disqualify me, and like I said, they try to literally convince the judge and try to word it so that the judge will go against what he's saying, as if the judge did not know as if the judge didn't know the law. They try to push this shit over on the judge. They try to play like the judges are fucking stupid, and I'm not having it. They're not about to try to persuade these judges against what the judges are supposed to stand for on my account. Those people try to tell me that the judges are against me, that the DA is against me, that all these people are against me, but they're supposed to be a support. You're not. No, I don't have to be. And then it's like you try to tell me that I'm so self-destructing or I'm not something or whatever, but who are you in your life? You go to work. All that money that you spend, that gas that you put in your car, all that stuff is from your job. You probably don't really have much yourself in your real life. Who I am today is who I am all the time. And I try. There are some different alignments and some adjustments and different things that I will have to do to change as the weather changes too. But this is my personal life. And when I see it's so popular, that's why I said, that's why I look at how the masses of them, how they all behave, and check out my behavior. I'm not like them. I am not like them. And I'm not going to be like them. And they know that I'm not like them. And so they are hating and they're envious and they're jealous. And they slander and they detract. And they're dishonest. And then they all say, when they don't know the information, they can't keep up with me, they immediately call abuse or as if I'm violating them against their better, against a better situation. And I'm the one that always has to go to jail. I'm the one with this fucked up ass criminal. I was going through my shit. It's all kinds of bogus ass police reports on my stuff. I'm handling myself head on. And why they say this and that and the other? No. I have to make sure. And these people are hating because they want to if it don't work out for me, and if they throw me in jail or whatever, they have to continue. Then of course it'll keep going to them. The district attorney and other people would constantly keep going to them for business. That's how they build their business. They're a third party. They're not a county or a city or a state or any of that. They are a business, a group of people who start to work together and knock on some fucking doors and say, here's a product that I have. Would you like to purchase it? Just as well if I was selling some kind of socks or stocks or fruit baskets. If I was selling bottles of water, that's what they are. And they've gotten so used to this throughout the years. They pass it along and they build a business. Yeah, but it ain't until it ran into me. And they fighted me all sorts of ways. They fighted me so much. But they're not trustworthy. These people want to deprive and get people into their so-called good graces. And then they're supposed to be trustworthy, and people say go to them because they're trustworthy, and they turn around and find me as beautiful as I am, and they try to make me even more ugly, and as if I would never come out of my situation. I'm grateful that judge did not make me take that medication. And I'm not about to sit there and let these people bully me and try to act like just like that at that hospital. They said that the judge gave them a right to get my records from different businesses without my consent, and that was not true. And then they had the nerve to give me the papers, and it did not say that. These people have been fighting me for a very long time. They have pulled out my teeth. Doctors have sewed my lip up like this at St. Catherine's. Fucked up, smiled like a motherfucker, and so did this to my lip, so that for always it looks like this. I've been to people where they fucked up my hair, all kinds of shit around here. I've been through all kinds of stuff. And I'm still here. And I'm not tired. I want to make it. I'm healthy and I'm strong, and I'm stronger every day. I'm being honest. And it's the reason why they're doing that. They are fulfilling ways of life from many times, or even from just who they are. They I know. Anyway, well, that's that call. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.